Hey, thanks for joining me on Case by Case Divorce. I'm Vea. Today I just want to make a really quick video about why you should stop talking about your ex. And the gist of it is that our words have power. Our words that we speak out loud have power, the words that we write have power, and the words that we think inside our minds all have power. And when we're constantly talking about our exes and spinning out this narrative where he did this to me and he did that and then this and then this, what we're doing is we're giving them power. We're giving our power directly to them. We're also feeding the whole abuse cycle where in our minds and in our bodies we're painting ourselves as victims. And we're essentially abandoning the parts of ourselves that need support and care. Oh yeah, and let's not forget that we're also kind of energetically poisoning the people around us. Like, have you ever noticed that when you're talking to your friend about your high conflict divorce, maybe for the first few months, they're with you, they're into it, but as time goes on, when you talk to them, there's this like retraction, and maybe their bodies don't retract, maybe they do, but definitely their energy fields retract. I bet you can relate to what I'm saying. It's the same thing if you talk to someone you haven't seen in a long time and they ask how you are, and you go, oh my gosh, I'm awful because I'm in this divorce and you won't believe what my ex is doing and blah, 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 blah. And there's this pulling back. And the reason for that is because you're spreading negative energy. So what I'm going to offer instead is that you practice turning towards yourself and your experience and what your body and your heart are saying to you. So yeah, he did all these things, and then how is it affecting you? So the narrative, so instead of saying he did this and this is going on and it's so awful, I can't believe it, the conversation would be more along the lines of, yeah, I'm having a hard time right now. There's a lot of stuff going on with my ex, which is just making me feel really quite vulnerable inside. And sometimes I get these huge rushes of anger that are just, a little bit overwhelming, or I'm just feeling so much fear about my future and the safety of my children. And can you feel how that's different? Now the focus isn't on them and the terrible things that they're doing to you. The focus is on you. And in being brave and vulnerable and practiced and graceful and elegant in this, we make ourselves available for other people's support. They don't have to protect themselves from this onslaught of negative energy anymore. They can be open to reaching out to you and giving you care and support around the difficult things you're experiencing. So this is just something I'd like you to keep in mind. It's a practice, right? So when you're speaking, if you notice yourself spinning off in the mental way, spinning out a narrative, just practice taking a breath, checking in with how you're feeling, and sharing that. Same goes for if you're writing to other people, or especially if you're posting on groups or social media. This is a great place where our mind just takes over and we're like, type, this happened and this happened and this happened. But even like feel how that is in your body and compare it to stating factually what happened and then sharing how it's impacting you and how you're feeling about it. Because the healing comes through the feeling. We can't think our way out of this situation. It doesn't work. And when we're constantly talking and spreading this narrative, we're literally re-traumatizing ourselves. Our brains and our nervous systems don't know the difference between something you're talking about and something that's actually happening. Which is why, if you notice, when you're telling these narratives and you're talking about this, you'll actually feel more anxious or more tight or more fearful or more sad after. compared to just actually moving your attention into your body and partnering with yourself in that way, in the way where you're willing to be with the feelings that you're experiencing, that's where the healing's going to happen, and that's how you get out of this cycle. So I hope this video helped. If it did, click like, click subscribe, let YouTube know that this content is valuable, and of course, please share it with people you think it will help, because that's the whole point. Thanks for your time today. Take good care.